it's not just that, it's the atmosphere, the tension, the build-up. This is really the very best kind of atmosphere you could expect for a cup final. Dundee United to kick off in a rather wintry setting about 3 hours ago when we were here this morning. The pitch was beautiful, but with the sun going in and with the flurries of snow that we've had, it may be very tricky out there for the opening minutes until the players get their feet. Dundee United really should be expected to take the initiative early on. Bad one. United trying to exploit this. Payne might be a bit too hard. Slides away. That is good skill by Sinclair. He had the support there, but Billy Williamson taking his eye right off it. Payne. Sturrock picking up well again. That's a good run forward by Payne. That looks dangerous. Beyond Dodds, Bannon. And Dundee were really ripped apart by that run. Still in all, Sinclair with the break. And now Andy Geddes taking all the time in the world, and Shadler gives support to the far side. The expected cross, and Coppell should be behind that. Well, that run we saw was the most penetrating in the game so far. That sudden little push through by Payne, and his cross wasn't so accurate. It was well above the head of everybody, and Eamon Bannon could hardly do anything with it. Play a bit ragged in midfield just now. Players, I think, finding it difficult to get possession and do something on it. Dodds on the break. Now Sturrock. Dodds was calling for it inside. He gets his shot in. Well, that was a terrible mistake by the Dundee defence. They really gave that ball away. Dodds doing well, picked up by Sturrock. And all the time, Dodds was inside and screaming for the pass. When it came, he could only just scoop at it. Dodds, it's a neat little flick. Barr had to get there. You simply cannot give Sturrock an opportunity on the left just inside the penalty area like that. It's got to be covered. Payne doing the diagonal run, and that'll be a corner kick. Graham Payne, number 8. People have thought in the past that his stamina has been a bit suspect in games, but he does a lot of work. Payne to take this himself. Well, Pettigrew was there, well covered though, and Glennie and McGeechee playing a very steady game, very careful game. That's a good-looking ball. Dodds lying free at the back. There's Hegarty. Couldn't even get the semblance of a shot into it. What a side-foot pass. Oh, good interception by Payne. This is the man making United tick at the moment. Again, it's good, and Pettigrew right off it. Hegarty couldn't get the shot in properly. There was good covering. I said McGeechee and Bobby Glennie, very tight, very solid in the middle of that Dundee defence. Well, looked as if Davie was caught in two minds. Looked as if he would go with it for the head. I think probably the wind held it back. Dundee United. Sturrock. Dodds creeping in at the back, and once again covering up well by Dundee. Billy Pettigrew. There's nobody on the left all this time. Only Shadler, who had made that original interception. Winkler has a running there. And inside him, Stephen. Sliding tackle by Holt. Free kick. I think it's a case of a lecture to him. John Holt, who came into the United team the tail end of the League Cup run last season, played very well. Well, he's given a corner kick. It's not a free kick, it's a corner kick. Hegarty right underneath it. And he almost got his shot in. Shadler. And that goes in the back of the net, but it's a free kick. Clearly a free kick as Sinclair went in. You could see as he went towards the goalkeeper, there was a bit almost of intimidation there. The referee spotted that, certainly went in the back of the net. Down by Hegarty. And Glennie and McGeechee at this moment in time have meant so much to Dundee, holding the defence together. That gets a quick spots forward. There's Sturrock. Then it is again. McGeechee having to do the control and bring it down. Payne, that's a good-looking ball. Willie Pettigrew. Right. The pass was right, and somehow or other it was all to the side with his body and underneath it, and I think ultimately he was quite embarrassed. Sturrock. Sliding, slithering ball. Oh, beautifully picked up by Mackey, but he can't push it away now. Holt. Stevens in. I don't think he'll keep it in. He does. He has. There's a good run forward by Williamson. And suddenly Dundee lifted the game up there, and the youngster right at the heart of it. Stephen got his chance, raced after it, kept it in well, pushed it back, good forward run by Williamson eventually, and that kind of thrust is what they need. McGeechee. Nicely cut back. Pettigrew. Oh, the goalkeeper would have got that in any case, but VAR simply indicating that he wasn't going to take any chances. Good turning by Pettigrew. I don't think there was any doubt the goalkeeper would have got to that. Graham Payne. Bit of a scramble there as Pettigrew went for it. Neatly taken out though. Geddes, and then Cammy Fraser. Back by Phillip. Disappointing looking ball by Phillip all the same, in good possession. Round with the outside of his foot for Dodds. Lesbar covers it. Sturrock coming across for it. This is what Sturrock's good at. That's excellent play. Dodds with a chance. He's done it. Practically on the half-time whistle. 1-0 for Dundee United. Well, let's give 10 out of 10 to Sturrock for the way he created that. There is no more difficult a position than that. Back to the goal. Defenders between you and the goal, and yet he manages to wriggle round and curl it over. And that, by the way, was a there goes the half-time whistle. Well, I'll tell you, as a game on a rather dreich and cold afternoon, that's what it required, a goal of that calibre. It looked as if we might go in with a deadlock and perhaps Dundee getting the benefit of it. I thought particularly that Graham Payne has been in and out of the United team, showing a lot of spark and dibble in his play, a lot of aggression and flair and skill, and this has been causing a lot of upset to Dundee on that far side. Sturrock, by the way, should have put the ball in the back of the net with a lovely little cut back to him, and that perhaps was the best chance of the game. Dundee had the ball in the back of the net, certainly, but I think palpably a free kick. And of course, just when it looked as if it was going to be a very cold first 45 minutes, that exquisite play by Paul Sturrock and then eventually Dodds coming in from the back. And so to a second half in which we really have to see something of a fight back by the home club. So off go Dundee. Fight on their hands. They were the club, the first club to win the League Cup twice in succession, but at this stage the indications are United might equal that record, and quite simply the better team is in the lead.
Come on, that team!
Well hooked down there by Fraser. This run could be interesting. Nearly sweeping it away. Nearly with it.
Come on, those guys!
To take it. Nice neat little chip there.
Come on, those guys!
Crowded. Good running by Coppell. Just cut off there once again by McGeechee. Neatly played out by Coppell. United looking confident and strong. This is Bannon. Pettigrew couldn't get it round. Oh, here's Payne with a chance. Oh, great save. First clear-cut chance in the second half. 5 minutes gone. Falling to Graham Payne. Certainly coming to him. Did the right thing. Good balance there, you can see. Letting fly. And Bobby Geddes just outside of his goal line. Good goalkeeping. Good culling ball. That's a post. That was so near. Paul Hegarty up for that. Now normally he comes driving in from the back, but that was a near post when he wanted to flick it with the back of his head, and lo and behold, the post was at the back. Now the break's got to be fast. Geddes. Fraser was shouting for it, and the run through. Stephen can only really stop that. Well away by Hegarty. United come out, Bannon makes a hash of it. Went right off balance. Very tight in midfield, but Schiller getting his first touch of it. Sinclair. Stephen going in with a chance. Good run by Stephen, there's a great chance. Field for a penalty kick. It is not given. And I do think there was a dive by the third. Once again, Bob Valentine showing some excellent control in this game as Stevens went forward in a very good run. He judged that not to be a penalty, and I agree with him. Geddes. Much more spirited drive forward by Dundee all the same. We at least expect that from them now at this stage. One behind. Well, beautifully picked up there by Sturrock. Now Pettigrew. Pettigrew on the run and good covering once again by McGeechee. Superb little flick there by Paul Sturrock. Well swept across and Bannon went after that courageously to start off with, but seemed to duck away from it as the ball reached him. The chants going up from the respective supporters have been rather quiet in this opening spell of this second half. More noise about the ground, but it's nicely read though by Hegarty. Well, Mackey was on the outside. Geddes again. Spirited drive forward again by Geddes. Good running by Sturrock on the left. They had to turn well and does. This is where he's good. Sturrock, still Sturrock with a shot. Ooh! Now Sturrock is showing how brilliant he can be. Has long spells during the season when we don't see all that much from him, but today we've seen some of his best. His turning, his running, his control, and he did the right thing there, just swerving away in a deflection bringing the corner. Payne. Oh, that's the ball! Must be, yes! Sturrock getting the touch. 2-0. 14 minutes of the second half gone, and I think that will effectively retain the cup for United, even as a long spell to go, because there's so much in top. And Sturrock rightfully getting that goal, because after that run that produced the corner, the ball coming across, the ball against the bar, rather loose covering I thought, and there he was, sharp as ever, just to nudge it in. United have certainly done just enough in the second half to put them beyond reach, I would think, even though Dundee have pressed forward valiantly in the last 15 minutes. Payne. Pettigrew turns beautifully on that. Will try to get to that goal line, and he does. He gets a corner out of it, but I wonder what should have been swept across. Just a bit slow in parting with it. Good initial turn by him. That's a header again, brilliant save, and it's in. Paul Sturrock, 3-0. 37 minutes of the second half gone. Once again, a corner kick goal. This time it was Hegarty who got his head to it. Wasn't fully cleared, and yet again, Paul Sturrock notching it away. We're into injury time by our watch. And there goes the final whistle. For the second year in succession, Dundee United have won the Bells League Cup, and thoroughly deserve to do so. They have showed their class today. They've been well organised. They did everything right, and of course a great individual performance by Paul Sturrock, enthralling the Dundee United support. There he is in there, number 10. I thought he was quite superb today. And the Dundee team very sportingly going across to their own support to congratulate them for the way not only they've deported themselves this afternoon, but the way they followed their club right through to the final. And that, perhaps, is one of the most heartening sights of the day, is it not? The defeated team, with the supporters' scarves coming on. There's a very good rapport. Well, the players have had a long journey up